So this is Pete, as you know, and I'm Jen. And we are coming together to make this video. We think it's really important to do it as a couple. And so we want to share with you a little bit about the background as to what led us to adopt, the adoption process of where we're at right now, and how you could further help us if you feel so led. A year after we were married, I was surprised to find out that I was pregnant, but shortly thereafter I miscarried. And after that, I had health problems for about a year. And when that got better, we did try a little bit of fertility treatments for about, I don't know, a year and a half, and nothing came from that. So we had the choice to either maybe try some more fertility treatments of a different kind, or another way we might be led to have children. And we immediately felt that adoption was the way to go. God laid that on our hearts, and also there's adoption in our family. Which made it super cool to also go for the path of adoption. We joined our adoption agency in Wisconsin in 2013, I believe. And pretty quickly after getting in all the paperwork and getting the home study done, we were chosen by a birth mom and had very few problems in that. I mean, there was like one time where it was like a little nerve-wracking, but other than that, it went pretty fast, and we welcomed Eliana into our lives that summer of 14, and then she was officially adopted in January of 2015, the day after my birthday, which was very exciting. And it was probably, I don't know, a year and a half, 2 years later, we knew we wanted to have more children, but we felt led maybe to try foster care. But that did not work out for a variety of reasons. And then that led us to look into adoption again. So we joined our agency again in Wisconsin. And we thought, okay, even though we don't expect it to be perfect or anything, that we would, soon thereafter the home study, be able to have a child. Right. But it ends up that our agency, as well as other private agencies, did not pretty much have any birth moms. And that was in summer of 19 that we were adoption ready. And since then, they have had little to no birth moms. And that is what led us to where we are now, making the decision that we did.
Yeah, so when we were talking with our agency in Wisconsin, they mentioned from time to time about interstate agencies. We just felt like if we're going to make this happen, we're not getting any younger. And even though there was an upfront cost commitment to the consulting firm, we felt that was the way to go. We were thankfully able to begin that process in November due to a gift that we got. And
the process of joining a consulting company.
Yeah, right. Just this past November.
Mm-hmm. So just to tell you about a consultant company, how that's different than our adoption agency in Wisconsin. So our adoption agency in Wisconsin, they reach out to local communities and hospitals, things like that. That's how they're able to find their birth moms. But the consultant company, they work with quite a few agencies throughout the entire United States. These are large agencies that have many birth families.
And of course the trade-off, and I don't know if we mentioned it before, is the higher cost.
Mm-hmm.
That last time locally, and of course this was, 6-7 years ago now, our total adoption cost, everything out the door, was like $24,000-$25,000.
Yeah.
And
domestic.
And this consulting firm says that their typical costs for everything is between 40 and 50,000. So that's due in part due to them working across the country and other circumstances, but also because the costs themselves have risen since we last adopted. So basically, we're under contract with them. We have 15 months. We have 3 months of inactive time and 12 months maximum of active time where we are eligible to, get a call at any moment to be matched. So we can go active sooner than that, but we still only have a maximum of 12 months active. So we wanted to give you an update of what we've been doing since we hired them.
So making a profile book is a huge thing, especially our consultant company stressed that. And so normally that could cost up to $1,000, if you can believe it, to do a profile book. These are the books that the birth family would look at. But we were very blessed to have an amazing friend who's also another adoptive mama that is making the book for us. So we're hoping that all gets approved. So that's a big part of it also, and another cost as well.
Yep. So yeah, the profile book's almost done. We paid in the last month and a half around $1,300 in fees. And we're very thankful for everyone who has generously donated recently. That has been able to cover those things. Yeah. So that's fantastic. And we've sent out, I think, 3 or 4 different no interest loan applications, and then we have 1 or 2 pending grants as well. So we're hoping to make up the bulk of it that way, and then of course through additional donations.
Yep. So we are almost at the end of our inactive stage. The only thing we have to do, we actually have to apply personally to 2 adoption agencies that require that. And then we need to make sure our profile book is approved. And then we can choose to go active, and that means we can be matched with a birth mom pretty quickly. I'm a bit nervous about that, because when we have no money to adopt, how do we get
and we
matched?
Were recommended by the consulting agency to have roughly half of the funds raised, so $25,000, which we're not even close. But it's not required. So we may just decide in a few weeks, when everything is wrapped up and we're ready to be active, to just go for it and see how God provides. Yeah. And do it through faith. But this whole thing has been a faith process, because it just seems like it's so far away. But
we felt that God has led us to grow our family. It's not happening biologically, so we believe adoption is the way, and God's in control. And we know that some of these grants might come through later, so that would be helpful. And then donations may come later, but we're just asking if you could just think and pray about how you could help. And one thing I wanted to add is that I sometimes wonder if people get intimidated by, oh, my $10 can't possibly help them. Oh, other people are donating $100. I can't do that. Please know how much $10 would help. We just ask you if you could consider that. And we have other things we can share, but we're going to wrap that up for now. We'll send another update on, like in a few weeks. So anyway, we just want to say thank you so much, especially those who have been praying and those who have donated, which has been enormously helpful. So Thanks so much for watching.
Thank you.